Okay, hey everyone, so it is currently 5:30 in the morning. I did not sleep. Last night I only slept like 4 hours, but I got something real cool for you guys, real cool. It's something I've been working on for the past few days. Like, I'd been working on something similar for a few weeks back, and it's like making these dumb little tiles for Rubik's Cubes. And I just wanted to bring back the old Cubesmith tiles. And that's so easy. It is ridiculously easy. But I thought about it. People gave me some feedback with the angstrom thing, and they were like, hey, the Cubesmith tiles, the people who actually used them, if you didn't use them correctly and you were too rough with them, they would peel up. I'm really tired, so if I mess up, it's because I'm really tired. They would peel up and get under your fingernails, and they were horrible. This is actually a Cubesmith tiled 5x5. Old school. But I used tiles, and they never peeled up. I used the textured ones, because if you broke them in and you were nice to your puzzles, they were fine. But I know that with kids and whatnot, sometimes they're rough with their puzzles, and we don't want none of that. So what if we, like, fused them into the plastic? It sounds really simple. It's actually, welding plastics is very simple. But the problem is, it's really difficult to get really thin plastic in the right colors and in the right thickness and like the right material. I don't know if I said material twice. And material is important because different plastics don't weld together. I'm gonna drop some science real fast. Skip this part if you don't care. Certain plastics can't be welded together for a bunch of reasons. Some plastics are crystalline, some are amorphous, some have a different glass transition temperature. Other ones just don't. Even if you use chemical welding, the molecules have trouble entangling with each other. Even under really high heat, one plastic might decompose while the other one is just starting to melt. It's really complicated. So classic OG Cubesmith tiles were made out of polycarbonate, also known as Lexan, which is a misnomer. It's a big misnomer because a lot of these proprietary plastics have special additives that make them different from, when they say polycarbonate, it's never actually pure polycarbonate. The dye to make it a certain color, the filler, the plasticizer, certain things they add it to give it longevity. Plastic is a very complicated thing, chemically speaking. So I had to think, and I was talking with my friend Michelle, and I figured it out. I was struck by inspiration. What if we used FDM technology, fused deposition modeling, and we just put molten plastic, ABS plastic. You can buy this in any color, any variety, bunch of stuff. I'm going to show you something real cool soon. And just deposit it directly on the plastic. Well, in theory it works, but it's not that simple either. Even at 500 plus degrees, it did not fuse properly. Like, I had to do a bunch of roundabout stuff, such as digging into the plastic and like doing it into the plastic, but then I'll show you actually. The black plastic melted into the tile. So high temperatures alone was not the way to go. So this is what I did with my next take, and you see it's real thin, really thin, and they look neat. And that's because I used chemistry, because I have a degree in chemistry. Once you learn enough chemistry, you can do really cool stuff. So I made this special chemical blend that actually like soaks into the top layer of the plastic. And once it soaks in there, it also is soluble with the deposited plastic. And once that heated plastic at 500 plus degrees hits the surface, all of that chemical, well, not all of it, some of it will evaporate out, and it'll get into both phases, both plastics, and then slowly, as it evaporates further with time, it'll make a chemical weld bond at the joint combined with the thermal bond to put these tiles really attached into the plastic. I had another example. Oh yeah, here. So this was an early prototype. This is when I tried scraping them off with force, and this is me using a craft knife and a box cutter, and they're stuck on there really strong, and like I couldn't even get some of these off, even after using a bunch of force. So I know that with normal wear and tear, these are gonna stick. So let me show you the project. This is an FDM ultra thin tiled cube, and this is how tiles were meant to feel. They are less than half a millimeter thick. You can use any color you want. So I was going for Volk shades. I don't actually like Moyu shades. I like Volk shades more. And just a side-by-side comparison. The green, blue. This is stickerless. Let me show you a white one. So blue, it's close, but it's not there. This is actually glow in the dark. Green, actually it's closer to the stickerless. I'll just compare. And then orange, red. I really liked the contrasting colors, and fluoro yellow. So I like the bright yellow and things. And I'll show you this. Look at these tiles. These are chemically and thermally attached homogenously into the puzzle. Like, the plastic is bonded together at the molecular level. And the reason for tiles, the argument for tiles is, unlike stickers, they'll chip, they get ugly, you get these unsightly chips over time, they get bad, like you see these corners and stuff. But with a stickerless cube you don't have that, but some people prefer the aesthetic. The next thing is there's a very slight texture to this, and the protrusion, actually, it has a unique feel. Like, this is exactly how tiles were supposed to feel like, and they're even thinner than the OG Cubesmith tiles, if you can see. Actually, yeah, they might be around the same thickness, but do you see how these are rounded at the edges? So that, like, when you feel it, it's a smooth transition, whereas with the Cubesmith tiles, you had to break them in to get to that level. They actually came pretty rough, and they would mess your fingers up for the first few days. But that all was actually intentional. That was designed to be that way. The earlier tiles were not like that at all. These are polycarbonate tiles, and you see how they're rigid, and they're like, let me get another one. You probably couldn't see in the camera. But these tiles, not only are they chemically bonded, but you can use any material, any color. Custom cubes, custom tiles. You get the benefit of the stickerless cubes where they have the longevity, they don't mess up in your bag, but you get the classic look of the classic cube. So it's basically, you get the advantages, you get some of the advantages of stickerless, and you get the classic look and the advantages of stickers, which is custom colors. Like, I could have used any blue, I could have used any green, any red, and I'm going to turn out the lights to show you the white side. It glows in the dark. So let me turn out the lights. So like, my screen is probably... So the way glow-in-the-dark plastic works is you shine a light on it, and that'll excite the electrons up to an excited energy state. And once it's in this excited energy state, it will it takes some time to go back down, and it releases that energy in the form of light. This phosphorescent effect is the result of electrons moving. So right now I'm shining light on it, and now I'm gonna... I just had to turn out all my monitors. I have 3 monitors. I wonder if you can see that. I actually can't even see my monitor right now. New technique, I'm able to put tiles on, like... Oh, I forgot to turn off my music. I can put tiles on any puzzle that I want. There's no limits. And I control the thickness, the color, everything, the material. You can even use color shifting things like temperature shifting. So when you touch it, it'll change color. Or like you can have a cube that's like fully white indoors, but when you walk outdoors, it'll change color into like a real cube. So the white on top turns blue, it turns red, orange, anything. Everything is possible with this technique, like tile-wise, plastic-wise. And the proof's in the pudding. I'm gonna do an average with this. So I'm averaging like low 12, high 11. Sometimes I get like 10 averages, and very, very rarely I get like sub 10 averages of 5. Very rarely. So let's see if I can get a 12 average with this, and we'll see what's up. So I've also been listening to this guy named Love Sad Kid. He's pretty cool. I hope I don't get copyrighted for this. Starting that over. Average 12 starts now. I'm not sure what I said in my last time, but this cube feels really solid with tiles. It's also white, and I have to get used to a lot of things, so please excuse me. I'm probably going to get a 12 average. Our lips, darling, us anywhere. I keep messing up like the stupid lockups in the UFs. Also, I'm like super sleep deprived. Like, that was just ridiculous. I could have used like half the moves on the first block. Not just first block, but like the whole left block. Like, these 12s should be like 10s. Like, I'm doing horrible F2Ls right now. Ah. That was a good one. That was a good one. That was almost a 7. That was nice. That was pretty nice. That was a mistake. I did the wrong TTLL. Bad TTLL. Okay, that was just absolutely terrible. This is the last one for the average 12. That was a 12.1. Let's see if we can roll that 11 out. I don't think I can, but let's see. What? What? That was an 8? That felt like a 10! Okay. That was a sub 12 average. That was an 11.9 average with the tiled cube with 2 8s. That was pretty cool. 2 8s. So yeah, this is a fun experiment. If I'm gonna get some people's opinion at a competition this weekend, and if people like this, then I'll see if we can offer this for sale. It'll probably be an angstrom thing. It takes money to do this, so we'll see if the company is interested in how much they want to invest, because I am back with Cubicle now, and we'll see if they want to budget this and sell this. I'm also going up to New York next week in like a few days, so we'll see what's up. Let's get some angstrom stuff ready. So until next time, see you guys. I'm gonna head to bed. I'm tired. So